I'm going to record this. I know we have some people who are at work, and I'm actually out in California. Nice to meet you. My name's Mandy. So there's a huge time difference. So I'm going to record just in case anybody needs to watch it later after work or something like that. I'm so excited to share a little bit with you guys about Q Sciences today. I have been here now for almost exactly a year. I think next week sometime is my 1 year anniversary. I've actually been in this industry though for almost 4 years now, which in and of itself is just wild. Time goes by so fast. I always tell people I'm really not sure if I ever growing up was like, when I grow up, I want to be in network marketing. I used to be a preschool teacher. I ended up staying home with my kids. This is my family in that picture there. This is us out on the coast. We love the beach out here in California. Honestly, how I ended up here was that we were really struggling. I know Canada, California, totally different, but around here, California is probably one of the most expensive states that you can live in America. And as a family of five on a law enforcement officer's income, we were just really barely making our ends meet. And we don't live any kind of flashy lifestyle by any means. And honestly, how I ended up here is I just got really tired of having to ask my husband to work more and more overtime shifts for us to be able to just make it. Being broke is not fun. And one of my friends showed me a paycheck of her making $5,000 in a month. And I kind of in my mind was like, okay, well, if you can do that, I can do that. So why not try? And that's really how I came into this. I came into being like, if I could just make $500 a month, that would change our life. That is how paycheck to paycheck we were. And it ended up blessing my family more than I can ever even put into words on these calls. I am not a qualified person to make any form of a large income. I have no college degree. I barely know how to work this laptop I'm on. My husband has to help me set it up every now and then because I'm just not tech savvy. I had no experience. I'm not some huge Instagram social media influencer. Nothing about me screams that I should make some kind of big income. But I have been able to really grow a business that makes up almost half of my household income now. I've almost doubled it. I paid off over $30,000 of debt for my family last year in the middle of a global pandemic. It's just been such a blessing. And I've watched it now kind of crescendo and be able to bless other people. And so it's been so amazing. So I always get excited to talk to new people about it and just pass on the information. That's exactly what happened to me. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about Q Sciences. These three people here are very important in our company. On the far left, you have Mr. Mark Wilson. He's actually the founder of Q Sciences, founded us back in 2012. Very small company. He honestly, Mark is one of those guys. He just speaks so heavily for the culture here in Q Sciences. We have a company cabin up in Utah, and he's the founder, you guys. He started the company, but he's the one who's up at 3 o'clock in the morning, loading people's bags into cars to get us all down to the airport on time. He's just such a gentle giant, such a great man, and so brilliant when it comes to business. He brought Jake Spencer into our company originally as a consultant. Jake on your far right is now the president of our company. He ended up falling in love and wanting to stay here at Q. Jake has been in this industry for 20 plus years. When I first came here, everybody kept talking about him like he was so cool. I just kept hearing all these things oh, Jake Spencer, Jake Spencer. And I remember thinking to myself, there's no way that this guy is as cool as everybody's making him sound. He just can't. There's just no way. He can't be that cool, guys. And then I had a chance to go up to our company cabin and really spend some time with him. Like I said, I've been working in this industry for a long time. I've had my fair share of trainings. I've paid for different seminars and stuff like that. And in one training session with Jake at this cabin, all of a sudden it was light bulb moment. I got it. Okay, I understand why people say, whoa, Jake Spencer, because he just brings so much to this company that you don't see in other places. He's actually worked in the field. And so when he's training, you get all of that knowledge that he's used to build successful incomes. And that's just not really common. Usually the people who work at a high level in these companies have never actually done it themselves, but Jake has, and he just really is so different. I have been on Zoom with him 3 times just this week, the president of our company, where he's personally coaching me in my business. And Seriously, I can't even put into words how uncommon that is. It's just really, really awesome. And then my friend Brittany here in the middle, I always talk about her. Funny small world situation is we actually worked together once before. And so when I came over here, I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I know that name. Like that sounds so familiar. And so I went on Facebook and I started doing what everybody does these days, which is like stalking her, not in a creepy way. I wasn't going to like show up at her house in the middle of the night or anything, but I just was like, I know that name. And as I'm scrolling through her Facebook page on there, I just kept seeing promotion after promotion after promotion after promotion of all these people that she was helping build incomes here. She's actually kind of like a unicorn, has just crushed industry records, has set new records here at Q Sciences since she's been here. And so in my gut, when I was looking at her Facebook page, I was like, this is the girl. Like this girl's going to help me and all my people really win. And a year later, that is exactly what has happened. My team personally here has had, I think, close to 300 different promotions happen since January. And Brittany has played such a huge role in that, just like Jake, right? Really training people and teaching everybody her knowledge. And so I always talk about her with a lot of confidence because when people work with me, they get to work with Brittany. And that doesn't sound like a lot when you don't know who she is, but trust me, it means a lot. Just talking a little bit more about Q Sciences, right? So timing is something you'll hear a lot when we're talking about the company. It's made a really huge difference in my business here. Q Sciences is not one of those overly saturated companies that you hear all about. Oftentimes when I talk to people, they're like, Q Sciences, I've never even heard of that. And I'm like, that's why it's awesome. So often I think we hear about these great business opportunities after the window has kind of passed, right? And now everybody already knows about it. And Q Sciences is still really in that sweet spot. And for me personally, I have been able to grow to the top 1% of this company. And I did it in 10 months, which is very unheard of. And it is not me, you guys. It's again, not qualified. It is literally, I got partnered with the right people at the right time. We are already in 23 plus countries. We expand quarterly. So I was just on a call earlier this morning where we are getting a new warehouse out in Amsterdam. And that is not anything that's uncommon. We're constantly expanding. We've had over 1,200% growth since 2018. Those are like fantasy numbers. Even Amazon last year in 2020, when everybody was ordering everything online because of the pandemic, their company only grew by 20%, right? We've grown by 1,200% in a little over 3 years. It's just wild. And it's why you see so many people here specifically that are able to build these really stable incomes from home. Now, another thing that makes us really different is our innovation. Again, a lot of times in this industry, you see companies that offer a lot of the same things. So they're different companies, but they really have the same products. So there's a lot of competition that happens there. Q Sciences, we do have the tried and true favorites, right? We have over 50 different products here. I do not go into them into a ton of details on these calls, honestly, because we'd be here for 20 hours instead of 20 minutes. There's just a lot to talk about. And I don't like to waste people's time. But what I will tell you is in the whole almost year I've been here, I have never had to turn away a single person because we really have something for everyone. We have a fully developed hemp line that we will eventually be expanding into Canada. Right now, it's not there quite yet. It's kind of a Canada thing, not a Q Sciences thing, but we're working on it. We also have a full line of sprays. We have traditional products like probiotics and greens. We were the first to market, which means we were the first company ever to come out with something called terpenes this year, which has been specifically exploding in Canada and Australia right now. There's just really something for everyone. Sleep, kids, older people, hormones, energy, you name it, we have it. And the innovation with products like our terpenes that we had roll out this year and our medical grade liquid collagen, I'm telling you right now, I've been doing this for a long time and I've never seen a company be so innovative with the way that they're doing things so that the business just continues to have this massive expansion. Now, from a customer standpoint, I always like to talk about our Q Core. Like I said, the business model here is amazing. And part of the reason why we have such great customer retention is the products are just high quality. This Q Core combo specifically is one of our top sellers. About 80% of our customers are ordering this every single month. In my opinion, it's because it just covers all the bases that most people need. It comes with 3 products. The first is called Q Max. It's basically a really high quality vitamin. And without going into a ton of details, it just is better than a lot of the competitors out there. The ingredients are better, they're higher quality. There's a lot of science that goes into this. The second product is called Q Align, which is an anti-inflammatory. So if you've never looked into inflammation, I always tell people Google search it. It's very, very fascinating. Pretty much everything health-wise is connected to inflammation. So when you can bring those inflammation levels down, there's a ton of overall health benefits, and you're also able to target really specific things. And then lastly, it comes with a product that's called Q-Biotics, which is a gut care focused supplement. Gut health it's one of those words. You've probably heard it in the last year and a half. Upwards of 70% of your immune system starts in your gut, 90% of your serotonin development, 80% of your melatonin. It's connected to everything. And so, especially with everybody learning a lot more about how to stay healthy over the last year and a half, this combo, gut health, inflammation, overall nutrition, it's just a top seller. Personally, for me, I like it because it's easy. Comes in an AM pack and a PM pack, like virtually no thought process needed. I just open the packet in the morning, take my supplements, open it in the evening before bed, take my supplements, and it's done. Now, I always like to talk about the way that we earn income here. Like I said, I've seen so many different companies, you guys, so many different companies that come out. And if you're ever someone who's like worked in this industry, you've tried social sales or direct sales before, you probably know oftentimes the way these companies pay people are complicated, like pages and pages and pages of explaining how you get paid. Oftentimes people have no idea what their paycheck's even going to be because they don't understand what they're even doing. And so one of the things that really caught my eye when I came here was that Q Sciences makes it really simple. There is a 1-page compensation plan and there's 4 ways to get paid. I feel like my 7-year-old could explain how I earn income here. And that's really what I wanted to partner with, was something that was like so simple a child could do it. And that's really what we have. We have a 1-page compensation plan. The first way to get paid is through customer sales. That is like referring people, right? When you find something that you like, I would say Target because I'm super American, but I know that's not in Canada. So say you find something at your local store and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And you tell all your friends about it. That's the way our customer sales work. It's referral based. You recommend a product, someone buys that product, you're going to make commission off of that. Hands down, we pay better than any other company in this industry. When you're talking about commissions, ours is much, much higher. And we're even rolling out a new tier for that this year. Next, we have our monthly team commissions, which essentially means you're just helping other people also utilize the business of Q Sciences. So let's say Jen, right? I'm helping Jen build a team in Canada right now. And so by helping her build her business in Canada, it also builds my business, right? The third is through a one-time rank promotion. So these are just promotional bonuses. When you hit a new promotion with Q Sciences, you're going to unlock a bonus. You can kind of see this a little bit at the bottom of your screen where it says bonus, right? Those are some of our different promotional levels. They keep going beyond this, you guys. I just hit gold a couple months ago. I started to unlock my $8,000 bonus. The numbers beyond what I'm showing you on the screen, you would think I was making them up. So I just put it there, but believe me, they get even larger at that point. And then the last thing that our company does, which is the fourth way that we get paid, is called the financial freedom movement. And I always cover this one in a lot of depth. One of the things that I noticed about Q was that it wasn't super flashy, right? A lot of companies in this industry, they want to sell you like free car programs and all of these really flashy trips to Hawaii and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when I came into this industry, we were up to our eyeballs in debt. My husband was working overtime shift after overtime shift after overtime shift. Like I just wanted to make $500 because we were so strapped financially. It was like, that's all I thought about, right? I think a lot of people can relate to that. All I thought about was how we were going to like get through the month financially. And so the flashy car and the fancy trip, like that did not relate to me. I didn't feel like it was even possible, right? What I like about Q is they really teach you how to work your finances. When you sign up and you partner with our company, which is free this month. I'll talk about that at the end. But when you sign up to partner with our company, you get assigned a financial coach. This is just part of how we do things. This coach is going to be there to help you do whatever you need. Sometimes people are looking to repair their credit score or maybe pay off debt, pay out student loans, set up a savings account, right? Whatever you need, they really have that there for you. My financial coach, her name is Shawnee. She helped me set up a retirement account, which is not a thing typically in this industry, but I have one now. And she helped me set up college funds for my kids, just things that were those big looming details that I had no idea where to start. And she really did. She helped me set those up. On top of this financial coaching in our US and I think in our Australia market right now, but it's expanding to all of our other international markets as well. There's a bonus program that goes along with this. So this will be coming to Canada too. And basically what it is it's an extra bonus on top of your paycheck that you get to apply towards the debt of your choice or the financial savings account of your choice. So for me, I have them putting this money into a retirement account for me. So every month on top of my paycheck, Q Sciences is also adding in hundreds of dollars into a retirement account for my family. And I just can't even tell you a year ago how impossible that would have sounded to me, but now it's happening, right? It's just such a different culture here. The last thing that I always touch on with our compensation plan is that we do a set pay. There is no guessing what your paycheck is going to be. I know every single month down to the penny exactly what I'm going to be getting paid from this company. And it makes it really, really dependable. And that's also very, very different. Most companies don't do that either. So I know when you're listening to all of this, it's a ton of information. And especially when you're listening to someone like me who's done it for a long time, it can be like, oh yeah, sure. It's so easy because you've been doing it for 4 years. And so I always like to bring on a friend to just share who's new. And Jen right now, she's actually who I'm partnered with in Canada and also helping Hillary and everybody out there get started. She's been doing this for a super short amount of time and has already had a lot of success. So I asked her to just come on and share for a couple seconds what her experience has been.
Am I there? Hey guys, like Mandy said, I'm Jennifer. I am actually Hillary's older, well, I guess sister-in-law, if you want to call it. They're not quite married, but they're almost there. But yeah, like Mandy said, I've been with Q for, I think, a month and a little bit. I just hit for my first promotion. I just hit builder, which is super exciting. I was shocked actually how quickly I was able to do that. And like I said, I'm a mom. I'm at home with 2 kids, a 5-month-old who's teething right now as well. So I don't have tons of time, but I'm making it work, and you guys could do that too easily. So, yeah, anyways, my experience has been awesome so far. Mandy's been there every step of the way, holding my hand, any questions. If I wasn't sure about something, she's literally there, like at my beck and call. It's like my little side pocket. She just fits in there. So yeah, so far it's been awesome. And I really can't wait to see where I go in the next month, and especially in January, because I'm told it's going to shoot off. So I can't wait for that. So thank you.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, no, it's been so much fun. I'm learning a lot actually, especially being super American. Like if you guys watch SNL, the skit Californians, they're basically making fun of me. So it's been fun getting to know you guys and all of the Canadian stuff, but our market in Canada specifically right now, the numbers are just crazy, you guys. I'm not saying this just to like sugarcoat you. It is an exploding market, and we have a lot of stuff that's coming. One of the things that I was going to make sure to tell you guys is that it's free enrollment for the whole month of December in Canada right now. So typically when you partner with Q Sciences, there's a $39.95 annual fee, basically covers your website. And that is like waived right now. So people can start a business for free. All you do is buy your products that you're going to use anyways. And it saves you a bunch of money. There's free shipping promos. There's all of this stuff going on for Canada because the market out there is just booming, booming, booming. And we're trying to get you guys as set up for January as we can, because January is this huge whoosh of momentum every single year. So how I usually end these is just by saying, I am fully aware this is so much information. And typically people are like, oh my gosh, I have so many questions. If that's the case, if you haven't caught the gist, I'm really down to earth. I hope that I don't feel intimidating at all. And I'm such an open book. So if you're thinking of questions or you're wondering about products or the business or what would be the best fit for you, or you kind of just want to pick my brain, please don't hesitate to reach out and get connected to me. I'd actually love to talk with you, tell you a little bit more about where to go in the directions for products that maybe you're interested in, or if you want to chat about the business. I've been working in this industry for a really long time, so I'd be happy to give you all the info. We just do things really different here. I've probably said that about 20 times, and I just can never quite drive it home. We do weekly pay, which means people who sign up today can literally have a paycheck by next week, which is very, very uncommon. And all of our systems are simple. It's not overcomplicated. Like Jen was saying, like put me in your back pocket. That's what I'm here for. We really try and make it about as simple as cooking a frozen lasagna. So if you can do that, you can probably work this business, and we're going to help you the whole way. So it was so nice chatting with you guys today. I hope this was a good amount of info, and I'm excited to maybe chat with you guys later. Have a wonderful day.